With us now to help answer that question is legendary actor and comedian Tom Arnold. Tom, great to see you. It's been years and years.
Oh, good to see you too.
So what do you think? Are we in the middle of cancel culture run amok? You've said as much.
Well, I think Dave Chappelle's hilarious. It's helpful if you're super talented, and he's also thoughtful. He's a thoughtful comic. I think there are things still that you can't. There was a thing with Joe Rogan where someone said you've been saying the N word on your show, and he's like, "Oh, I've only done that in context of explaining a movie." And then another artist, NDRE, put together a compilation of every time he'd ever said it, and it stunned Joe Rogan. He didn't have any idea, and he made a very thoughtful apology about it. And I thought that's a good beginning, middle, and end to a cancel situation. Comedy, I would never. I first of all, I belong to a men's group where the guy next to me killed his best friend the last time he drank. So I don't judge people, quite the same way. But Dave Chappelle is very funny. I mean, he has the right of free speech. I think he's thoughtful. If it were, I don't like these people that are beating up on the LGBTQ community, the drag queens that read to kids. They're gonna, you see Nazis showing up at the libraries. That's over there. But I think as a comic, you have to have an awareness of what's really going on. The way you learn that is by performing, and it doesn't always go well, or you just have to make it funny.
Yeah.
And I go to the Comedy Store and the Improv. The person before me will be a trans woman, and explaining how she got there. I mean, like, what a great opportunity to hear all sides of all different things and people just being honest.
Yeah. Well, Dave's now Grammy Award-winning Netflix special begins with a quote from Duke Ellington. And that quote is, "Art is dangerous. It is one of the attractions. When it ceases being dangerous, you don't want it." Do you think that's true? I mean, he's basically saying it's our job to go push it to the very edge of the limit.
Yeah. My first ex-wife of my four, Roseanne, she's been canceled on all sides of back in 1990, she sang the national anthem. We went down there to San Diego, and it went a little sideways as the national anthem before a baseball game camp, but people were viciously attacked, including
well,
the
because
president.
she sang the national anthem and grabbed her crotch afterward.
Yeah. And she thought she was being funny, but so that right wing went after her, and then later in her life, the other side has gone after her. So she's an OG of the cancel culture stuff. So I think there's a way. People overreact to things. They overreact, whether it's Bud Light or whatever people do, because cancel culture is on both sides. And it's a business now. There are networks that only talk about cancel culture. They're going to cancel this person or that person. And what happens is people that want to cancel people, they want to cancel LGBTQ people or whatever, they end up having some kind of a scandal because they put themselves above, whether it be Jerry Falwell Jr. or the woman that's a school board of Moms for Liberty down in Sarasota, Florida. When you start saying, I'm the person that's going to cancel people, God has a way of showing you, okay, this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
For you to believe seriously, there must be something going on with you, and then you find out about those people, they're phony.
Okay, well, so let me just ask you, because this whole Dave Chappelle special is in defense of his previous award-winning special called The Closer, which sparked a huge controversy and a walkout by Netflix employees who wanted it taken down from the site. Netflix refused and stood by Chappelle, and it turned out to be a massive hit. It was the most watched special ever. Chappelle's argument has always been it's comedy. So my question to you is, we are kind of a cancel crazy culture right now, whether it's Bud Light or M&Ms of some certain color or, different Chick-fil-A or Disney. The reflexive reaction is, I don't like you, I'm going to cancel you. But when it comes to comedy, should the rules be different? What you're saying on stage, where it's your job to sort of entertain, be funny, and really stretch the boundaries?
Well, it's your job to figure out how to do that. You take whatever subject. And comics are like, I can do this. I can talk about child abuse. I can talk about this. And I can twist it, make it fun. And, there's also the in-between where you're just getting good at it.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.